Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this session. I'm Fabio di Vita, solution architect in Red Hat, focused in dealing with the relationship with the global system integrator like Accenture, and very passionate about AI ML topics and hybrid cloud. With me, I will Natale Vinto.
Yeah, Fabio, if you go in the next slide. Hey, this is me. I'm really happy to be here with you. This is our fifth time in OpenSlava, 3 on site, 2 virtual. So that's a great event. We're really happy to be here. And today we're happy to talk about very cool topics. We'll talk in a moment. But about me, I'm the developer advocate lead in Red Hat. We are a team of global technical evangelists to evangelize open source and Red Hat products such as OpenShift AI. I'm author of those 2 books that you can see here, Modernizing Enterprise Java and GitOps Cookbook. And you can also download them for free. We'll share a QR code later on in the slide. Okay.
So what we will do in the next 45 minutes, we want to have fun.
Yeah, too many talks today. Just let's play. Let's play a game. So Roshambo, what is this Roshambo? Is a slang in California to say rock, scissor, paper. I don't know why they say Roshambo. Maybe somebody will say rock, scissor, paper. They say Roshambo. But essentially, it's a rock, scissor, paper game. And we want you to play this game with us today. And you'll play from your phone. So take your phone ready to play with us. And we'll do this game together in version 1. And version 1 will be with three play that you have just to click on the phone, on the rock or the paper.
You move, and then
yes, yeah, and then you can play. So please use this QR code. If you cannot use the QR code, just use the URL that you see there, red.ht/Roshambo OpenSlava. So when you use this, you should see in your phone the game. So can you all have the screen in your phone? Can you confirm, please? Great.
So start the game, please.
So start the game, and there are the game instructions. So you will be automatically assigned to a team. There are just 2 teams, team 1 and team 2, and you have to select your sign and the sum of the sign, of course, for the right one will win the game. So let me go in our backend, and here this is our fantastic backend, and let me start the game. Now, when you click join the game, you should see that you can choose your move. So either choose rock, paper, scissor, and then you submit the move and wait for the outcome. 3, 2, 1. So it looks like team 1 won this game. Let's go into the next round. We're gonna play 3 times. Select again your move. Let's see now what happens. Of course, this is a absolutely live demo, so anything can happen.
Anything, yeah.
Of course.
Also extraterrestrial.
Great. So team 1 won again, and let's go for another round. Let's select another sign. I'm team 2, so I'm really disappointed, Fabio.
Yeah.
What team you are?
Ramsau. So it should be team 1. I'm winning, actually. So 1 t-shirt for me.
That's great. Congrats to team 1. Who from you is team 1? Congrats to you, and congrats to our top player, which is Fate. Who is Fate? Here you are. And Sonnen? No. And Height. Great. So this is what the first version of the game. As you can see, it's really cool. It's very interactive, but it's not.
Is it an artificial intelligence-based game?
It's not really AI, right? It's just
I can play in the same way with my small daughter.
Yeah. So Fabio, for the next round, there's gonna be some
prize,
cool prize here, some really nice Red Hat polo that you can win. But then you have to go in the narrative, Fabio. Let's go back to our main point. And before we go, let's talk about the architecture of this game. This is the game you just played. Essentially, is a composition of one front end. Your mobile phone was going to the front end. One back end. The front end is in JavaScript, Node.js, and the back end is in Java Quarkus framework. For those of you not aware of it, is an open source framework for Kubernetes native and container native optimized application. And then we're gonna now add the AI.
The missing point, obviously,
Exactly.
data science. So, AI or not AI? That's a question. Or let's say better, what we want to achieve with AI. All people in this room probably, including myself and Natale, we should all know who Alan Turing is. In the case you don't know who is Eliezer Yudkowsky, sorry for the very bad pronunciation, is a North American researcher specialized in decision theory artificial intelligence, based in Berkeley, at Berkeley University. He's a famous writer around the concept of friendly artificial intelligence and about the impact of artificial intelligence in real life. So the question about what we want to achieve with artificial intelligence is a very important one. So whatever kind of model we want to use in terms of deep learning, LLM, convolutional neural networks, whatever, technology is just a part, but the key point is what we want to obtain. Let's keep this question open, and we will get back soon at the end of the session. Let's have a look for a moment at what does it mean now, AI. AI it's happening. It's not something that will happen in the future. And if we look at how big organizations are incorporating AI capabilities like speech recognition, robotics automation, natural language processing in their organization or the way they provide services to end customer, you can see from the first picture that the number is rising, and the investments of this company in the AI domain is rising as well. So that means there are big opportunities for everyone working in this domain. But at the same time, that means that the quest of a platform of tools that allows to operationalize machine learning, AI, ML based application is becoming more and more challenging. Why? Because it's not enough to have a sophisticated model trained with all the best data that we can have from our daily life, as ChatGPT does, for example. But we need to bring this model alive, keep alive, as we do with every kind of software running. So that's the reason why Red Hat is putting a lot of effort in the MLOps domain. What does it mean, DevOps? Including incorporating the GitOps best practice, DevOps best practice, in order to manage the life cycle of intelligent application. And let's keep this intelligent adjective between brackets, in order to make them really effective and could be delivered as digital services to end customers, citizens, to ourselves in our daily life. Red Hat is putting a lot of effort in the AI domain. What we are doing is what we do usually. Our business model is to taking frameworks that are already there, packaging them, integrating them, providing quality assurance. So starting from the tool that allows data scientists to create application, Jupyter Notebook, frameworks to create application based on neural networks, TensorFlow, for example, all the things that allows a machine learning or AI-based application to design a workflow on this kind of application and putting them in production. And then packaging them and providing them as product to end customer. That's OpenShift AI. Plus, and last but not least, providing all the capabilities that allow to deal with sensitive data in a safe and secure way. So security and safety, when we speak about artificial intelligence, is not just a naive stuff. I heard a lot today that what the power of ChatGPT, what ChatGPT is doing, or Alexa or Siri. My small daughter is used to ask Siri the Mickey Mouse song. She likes to listen on Spotify, but let's not forget we provide what we do to someone. This is some organization that is doing something with this data, and so what? What next? Last but not least, Red Hat is in this interesting journey, a fascinating journey in the AI domain, is already released a tool in the generative AI space. It's called Ansible Lightspeed. Ansible Lightspeed is a code assistant and automatic generator of source code for Ansible. Ansible is the automation tool leveraged by and released by Red Hat. We mentioned GitOps, DevOps, MLOps. Why? Natale, could you please provide some more details about why we should care about DevOps and GitOps in the AI/ML space?
Yeah, thanks, Fabio. I think this is important. You were mentioning MLOps, right? MLOps is machine learning operation.
Right.
Before we go deeper in this topic, how many data scientists in this room or students studying data science? 1, 2, 3, go. That's good. How many DevOps? Ops? Okay. Developers? Oh, that's great.
Okay.
We have the right demo for you here. So let me quickly go into the GitOps topic. You have an application, and we have an application today. We need to change this application to add this AI feature, right? So we need to do some change. Within automation, MLOps is also about automation. So we need to build the software, test the software, security scan, release the software, and then this is the continuous integration. Then we go to deploy this software somewhere, and this is part of the continuous delivery. And here's all those persona in your project. When you start a new project, you have the ops, the data scientist, the machine learning engineer, the security, dev, QA, DBA. I don't know why it looks like a zombie, but you see the queens and kings today are data scientists and machine learning engineer. And we want to talk about it. And DevOps, is the key to meet the insatiable demand for delivering quality application rapidly. And this is much valid and much vary for MLOps. So GitOps is an approach, is a methodology that has fundamentally 3 pillars. Everything is on Git, not only your application, but also the manifest describing your application. Everything is infrastructure as a code. You can treat everything as a code. Not only the code, the manifest, security, policy, everything is a code. And every operation is a Git operation. We will see in a moment in the demo how it works, but also a change in production is a change on Git. So it's a developer-centric, for you that you are a developer, it's a developer-centric approach to continuous delivering and infrastructure operation. So why GitOps? Is a standard workflow. Developers know already about it. It's enhancing security because you can review change beforehand. You can detect configuration drift. And there's much visibility and auditing. And moreover, in Kubernetes ecosystem, there's a multi-cluster consistency. You define the things in one place and then it's propagated in multiple clusters. I like this diagram, Fabio, because it shows all the model. So you have your app, there's some pipeline that create a container image, then there's a Git action that will sync some repository containing your manifest that will push and pull for a Kubernetes cluster. And the role of GitOps is really monitoring that everything is synced in the cluster, monitoring that everything is deployed correctly in the cluster. One popular open source software for implementing this is Argo CD. It's a declarative GitOps continuous delivery for Kubernetes. And OpenShift GitOps is the product from Red Hat based on Argo CD. So now it's time for a real play, right?
My question was, could it be so nice to show how does DevOps, GitOps,
exactly
fits in the Shabro or whatever you want to call it. Game.
Yeah, we said lots of blah, 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 blah. Now, Fabio, let's have a look.
Let's play a game.
Let's play the game. But before we play the game, Fabio, I want to show you this. I want to show you that we're back here in the diagram. We're adding, we have our game, and we want to add the data science part. When you use OpenShift data science, I want to show you two things. One is OpenShift. This is our OpenShift cluster, which is enterprise Kubernetes by Red Hat. This is our front end. This is our back end. Now, let's imagine we want to add the AI part. We want you to play rock, scissors, paper with your hands and with your camera. Where do we start? When you use OpenShift...
You should incorporate a model.
Exactly. We should write a model. We should start from an existing model that recognizes images, right? And then train this model. So when you use OpenShift Data Science, essentially you have this add-on in the cluster that will run for you Jupyter Notebook as a service. And I was opening the Jupyter Notebooks that we were using for this specific model. So we're using ResNet 18, and then we're exporting the model in ONNX. So essentially, we do some training, and then the more images we add to the model, the more it's trained. So this was the test we were doing with our data scientists.
Just a question: do you think this model could work also with the Italian sites, like this one?
Oh yeah, we can do version 3 with the Italian widget finger, right?
We could train later. Okay, let's do it.
So the beauty of OpenShift Data Science is this. You try the model, then you deploy the model because there's a function called model serving. And the keynote from Max today was super cool. I hope you could attend it. It was talking about all the OpenShift, the data science ecosystem, all the open source tooling behind it. So we deployed this model as an inference API. This inference API is called by the game. And now, Fabio, I wanna enable the camera. So to enable the camera, let me check the time. We're still in time. So this is my Java code. This is the backend. Now, really easy. The developer, we just need to change this property to true to enable the camera, right? And save it. I'm using Quarkus, which is running a test in a methodology called continuous testing mode. So it's running this continuous testing mode. So I did my change and it works locally. The only thing I need to do, it's review that my change is okay, adding this to the staging area and enable AI as a commit. Now, what happens? We did some automation. We did some MLOps. Let me show you what we did. So we deployed the model as an inference API through data science pipeline, use Kubeflow and model serving using Kserve. And so we're serving this model. But on the app side, what we're doing, it's also doing some automation. So this is our source code of the app. It's the Java backend. My push just triggered a GitHub action. You can see this is my push, and the GitHub action essentially right now, what it's doing, it's creating the container image for representing this game, pushing this container image in one registry. We're using a public registry like this. So right now it's doing the Maven build, then it's pushing this container image, and then what it's doing is opening a pull request to the repository describing this application. I'm telling this because what drives the deployment of the game is Argo CD. And Argo CD, it's the tool that you can use to deploy any application. So this is the Argo CD dashboard. You can see this is my game, and any resource is in sync with what is described on Git. So when this GitHub action finished the job and the Maven build takes a few seconds, Fabio, we can kill the time talking about anything.
Let's try to connect in the dots. We played with the Roshambo simple game. Our customers were very unsatisfied, disappointed because they were expecting some intelligence in this game. They asked our business to put some intelligence in the game. And they asked Natale to put whatever intelligence in the object detection model in the application. Natale spent one full week thinking about how to do it. He did a commit on the GitOps, on the Git repository. This just triggered an automatic, which is the key point, automatic. It doesn't look automatic, but yes, it is, deployment in production. So soon, our customer, I hope, should be finally happy.
Yes. So Fabio, of course, demo effect, this build is taking too much time. I think we can do the change manually and then
probably
redeploy everything, right? So the build of this container image can take some minutes, but we want to be fast. We want you to play the game. So let's simulate what the GitHub action was supposed to do in an ideal world. So it was supposed to update this repo, and this repo was containing the part with the definition on which container image we wanna use for the app. In this case, we're using this hash for the container image. Let me just change it to use the hash camera latest, and yeah, that should be the thing. Fabio, let me quickly check that this is the correct one. So it's Roshambo backend. Let me check the tag. It's latest camera. Or should be latest camera. It's good that I check it. So let me do this change in the code, and I commit this change, and this will update the manifest describing this app. Now Argo CD should see this change in the code. Let me check if this is a update value right now. Yes, I'm using this other part. Why it's not updating?
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Maybe I'm doing too much stuff. Update values. 1 second. Request. Oh, values production. Sorry, that was a wrong file. I'm here. Value production, main. Usually the GitHub action is faster, but this time, no. Okay. So it was latest camera. Yeah. So that was the right file to update. This means that this would update our app. Argo CD see the change in the repo. Now our application is updated also in the cluster. This means we have version 2. And now we can go back to, so our app is AI powered.
Let's take again the phone, and don't forget there is a price.
Yeah, now it's time to play with the AI, and don't forget there's a price. So just use the QR code. It's the same URL. Actually, you can also refresh the page, but you can use the QR code, and you can start the game. Now you should see some grand camera access. Can you see this box, grand camera access? If yes, you have to grant the camera access, and now we're gonna play with the camera. So from my side, Fabio, I just need to go back to the backend, the new backend, and start the game, and yeah, you can join the game and start playing. Please Please use your hand in the front side, like this, and not like this, because the model is still needs some improvement. Okay. So I'm playing scissor. That went through. If there's an error, it expected. It depends on how you you put your hands, but in general it should work. So try now with the. I'm trying with the rock.
Working. Well,
working.
Oh, scissors.
Oh, she's okay.
Yeah, you have to put your.
You know, we are training this model in the version 1 of training as a data set of 50 images. So now you are helping us training this model. The more we play, the more the model is trained. Now, next round, another opportunity for the team to win. So let me try now paper. Okay. So it looks like there's a lots of paper. I don't know if it's accurate, but you know, it's a way to improve the model, because the model is in version 1, and it's an iteration. As you can see with GitHub's was better. So
do we want to do like another session or no?
Team 1. It was a tie. We don't have a winner, but we have the top player. So who is Rhino? Thank you, my friend. You have your polo. Please come here and to retire them. Who is Oli? Oli, you have the polo as well. Those are MMS. So first come, first serve. And Kitsch. Who is Kitsch? Thank you, my friend. You have also this polo, and for the others, Jedica and Kirvan, and the other one, we have this one. So please take the polo. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
As a disclaimer, we will use your image to train the next model. If it's fine.
Exactly. So as you can see, the model needs some improvement, but it's easy to iterate. Kirvan, thank you.
Please.
It's easy to iterate from the Jupyter notebook. We can train again with your images. We can add more images and help the model to recognize better the images, and then we can deploy with OpenShift Data Science, and then we can redeploy with OpenShift GitOps, doing a real MLOps loop. So this was the game, Fabio.
If you want to learn more about OpenShift AI, because obviously we just went faster than the light over a lot of things, there is a website. Everything will be in the slide that will be shared with you. There is a page dedicated to OpenShift Data Science where you can start just a small environment and you can deploy some easy algorithm and training, play with it. Then there is a full page called AI OpenShift. There is a list of demo that are already that are Git already pre-cooked, let's say, that you can just fork, take them and play with them.
Yeah, this is also my book. If you are interested in GitOps, pipelines, automation, these books might be a good fit for you for Kubernetes automation. This is what we use ultimately in our MLOps loop. So you can just scan this QR code and you can download this book and other books from the Red Hat developer for free. Just scan the code, download the book. It's all free. You just need to register to developers.redhat.com. We recommend you to register developer.redhat.com to have access to more tutorial, more labs, and also to get access to a free OpenShift environment called OpenShift Sandbox that has a free OpenShift data science environment where you can also play this game because it's all is open source. Also, this game is open source, and we are happy to share the source code with you after the event.
So back to the initial question, what we want to achieve with AI. I don't have an answer. Probably you have it. There will be more and more answer, but I think that the key concept is never stop training your personal neural networks. Do you know what this is your brain, the one that Mother Nature provided you? So AI should be used and leveraged just to empower what you already have, not to replace your brain. That's, I think, a key lessons that I'm learning, also reading stuff around, and I will never give up, and I will never delegate to AI something that I need to do, like thinking about. So that's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fabio and Natale. If you want to ask some questions, now is the time. You can use this Slido QR code. One question. Why this game? Why, is this just because you want to scan people's hands and maybe in the future have some...
I think object detection or image detection is one of the most fascinating things in the IML space. Something that everyone could understand, and the game is pretty easy also to understand and to show. That's the reason.
Wasn't tic-tac-toe easier? Just...
But we wanted to show a cohesive story, how you move from data science to application developer. Now, today, all project has a data science part. So how do you move from model to app? How do you connect data scientists to developers? This ecosystem, it's really good example of how you can do it. So from a model, you deploy the model, and then you connect the model to the app, and you automate everything and you iterate. Now, if we have to fix the model and make it better or add the Italian pinch, we can do it at ease. We just need to go into the notebook to redeploy everything, and it's all automated. Just a real world example with a nice game.
Okay, I want to tell you, with GDPR, I don't want my hand to be used in developing your project.
It's already inside.
It's already there, my friend.
This is why I'm in EU, still in EU, so I can. Okay, never mind. I should have been. I could have been in China, so okay, that's better still. Okay, so and my personal question is: somebody at Red Hat paying you to design games at work, 8 hours, and this is what you do? Do they know that you are here?
Yeah, I say yes.
Exactly. They send us.
Do you want to join us?
Do you get, yeah, of course. Come on.
please.
Do you get money for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
But euro, not.
Please silent.
Keep it to
Okay, we have some questions. Can you use video to recognize in real time?
That's a great question. And one of our popular workshop, it's the live object recognition, and we use Kafka to stream photograms to send to recognize the video. So it's like an image recognition, but with
Frame by frame.
different frames. And using Kafka as a streaming technology and splitting the video into frames make the live video recognition like this.
Okay. Have you trained the model with different rotations of hands to make it more robust?
Oh yes, that was our data science was trying is a different rotation of the ends. But since that was a POC, proof of concept, so our data set is really limited to ResNet plus some images. So it's not true we are collecting all the images. It actually is not. We have our small data set, right?
I would say the same thing afterwards. Yeah, I understand.
And this is different with others. This is all open source, so you can bring in your data and your data set, and it works. So it's not in any server somewhere. It can be in your server. So it's data governance is something that Red Hat really cares about, and open source AI allow you to do that.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. So thank you very much for this presentation. This was Fabio Di Vita and Natale Vinto from Red Hat Italy.
Thank you.
Cioè? Okay, go.
When you have a show to Max, you basically say, why did you get you guys to generate it? You saw that you get that and you just
That's a good one.
That's a good question.
We could use stable diffusion from Hugging Faces, and that would help us, creating those rotating images. That's a good one. We'll take it.
But they're from Italy. They like the people-to-people contact, and
Of course.
Yes. And in that case, you need not only the sign, but the context of the sign you use. So if I use this with this face, that means why do you do this question? If I use this, it sounds like I don't know. So
and he said it before. Don't use AI for something you can do yourself.
yeah.
And so until he doesn't break his hands, he's going to use his hands. Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.